And as I think you heard, we are joined today by Mayor John Lewis from Gilbert, Lynn Truitt from Surprise, Mayor Gail Barney from Queen Creek, and Mayor Anthony Smith all the way up from Maricopa. So give them one more round of applause. As well as a tireless and longtime servant of the people who's continued to serve in the Senate, Leah Landrum Taylor, a remarkable person. I don't know if I'll try this. It may not work, and especially the guy with the camera in the back may be quite angry, but I'm going to try this. Can you all hear me in back? Yes? Let's hear it again. Can you all hear me in back? Very good. This event, this Arizona City Fest, oftentimes is thought that, well, maybe it's about Luis Palau. It's not about Luis Palau, and he knows that. He knows that probably better than anybody in the room. We, as members of communities of faith, really should deeply know what this is about. And I think Mr. Cardin understood it and said it perfectly well. The churches are not the buildings. The churches are not the facilities. The churches are not the parks that we're part of. It's not our little community schools. It is every man, woman, and child within those walls that are the church that we're bringing together. And part of the reason I wanted to read Mayor Gordon's letter is because it goes unnoticed frequently. Mayor Gordon is Jewish, and yet he reaches out to others from other faiths. Many people in this room may not consider themselves Christian, although most probably do. The challenge I have for you is this. With the inspiration that Luis Palau is bringing to all of us, reach outside the walls of your churches, those buildings that we often confuse as our churches. This is our chance to demonstrate who we are as a people. As we struggle in these difficult times, we are learning an important lesson that although God Almighty may have shown His grace on these United States to help us create a nation under God, we have to keep in mind that it is not the government that is unusual about this society. It is that people of different faiths, people of different races, colors, and creeds, men, women, children have come together in an unusual place. And it is our challenge to recognize that the government cannot make the difference in our lives. It is the men, women, and children in this room. Government sometimes is the problem. Not always, but sometimes. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the solution. So during this season of service, remind yourself to break through that wall of the building that is your church and welcome others to join you in this season of service. And so I offer a challenge to my fellow mayors who are here today and to those who are not yet in this room, that we all commit to the season of service, not within our own communities. So I will commit to time serving in Lynn Truitt's Surprise. As long as Lynn agrees he's going to spend time in Maricopa. As long as Andrew agrees he's going to go all the way out to Glendale, so Elaine Scruff will go all the way out to Gilbert, so that we can all commit together. Recognizes that I'm not just applying this to the municipal leaders, that she will now have to serve in District 17. So with that, perhaps I should use the microphone.
I'll read the official proclamation. Whereas Luis Palau Association has been doing good works for mankind over the last 30 years. And whereas across the country, Luis Palau Association has helped civic, business, and religious communities enact seasons of service. And whereas Seasons of Service has emphasis on families in need, homelessness, health and wellness, education, and neighborhood revitalization. And whereas projects undertaken in Seasons of Service meet communities' tangible needs to improve people's lives in a physical, emotional, and spiritual way. And whereas the city of Tempe is joining other valley cities with marvelous leaders with the Luis Palau Association for a season of service to address the needs of the hungry, the homeless, and the impoverished. So now, therefore, I, Hugh Hallman, Mayor of the City of Tempe, Arizona, do hereby declare October 2010 through March 2011 as the season of service in our community and the others. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very much for this opportunity.